every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Wentz first play going right to the air. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Logan Thomas was an interesting name to watch coming into 2021, but injuries limited him to just 6 games. If he can stay on the field, Washington really likes what he can do coming off of his breakout in 2020. There's a first down catch right there.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Rush. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Rush. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On is the punter, Brian Ager, to kick this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Dances by him, and getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Straight ahead, Gibson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll go again with Gibson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action, and that gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Rush. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Rush. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Operating from the gun. Rush. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Rush. His pass caught at the 4. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. They'll run left with Pollard. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Once more, Gibson. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Only 7 players crossed 1,000 yards rushing last season, and one of them was Gibson, who made a big jump forward in his second season. Entering his third campaign, he cemented himself as one of the building blocks for the Commanders.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz taking a shot for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 22, Rush.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit.
Touchdown! Carson Wentz able to find Terry McLaurin. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good,
and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rush to throw.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From just shy of midfield, Rush. He'll let this go for the end zone. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. 52 yards. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Gibson again.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Wentz going to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Open man is the tight end, John Bates.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
Call it a gain of a yard, and now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Wentz to throw again.
And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And here's a give to Gibson.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Wentz. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Now Rush. And his throw is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Rush.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield.
And he's out right at the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Throwing here, Rush.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 2nd down, Elliott.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, Elliott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Wentz now to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, You definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Micah Parsons able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 1st and 10, rush. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 46. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 29, rush. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Rush. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. This one from 46 yards out. The kick by Maher is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
A give to Gibson running right. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now Wentz on the bootleg.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
To throw is Wentz.
A throw to the flat here for McKissick. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now Wentz again. Thomas has got it, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A handoff for Gibson.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
Remember, today they've had issues in the kicking game. Maybe that came into play there.
That goes into your analytics. You know, people always talk about should you, shouldn't you, what are the numbers? Well, part of your analytics is knowing your team. And with the issues they've had in the kicking game so far, the better play, keep your offense on the field and go for it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal.
This will be, let's see, 38 yards out.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd and 9, rush. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Rush to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And some room to run now. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back to throw, Rush. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rush. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Maher is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
To try again after the sack. Wentz flushed out right, and he's going to go down again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Winston throw complete there to Thomas.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with Gibson.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Wentz's throw on target. This is McLaurin. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Micah Parsons able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A give to Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 9, rush. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
To throw is Rush.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rush. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Elliott running right. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. To throw is Wentz.
He's got McLaurin.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up.
Wentz to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Wentz. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Wentz to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A first down carry by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.